Hello everyone, welcome to the another session of NMR spectroscopy. So we were studying nuclear shielding and de-shielding effects. So we were studying the factors influencing the chemical shift. So previously we have studied the electronegativity effect and hybridization effect. So as we know that as the electronegativity of the atom bonded to the carbon increases, the chemical shift of the proton bonded to that carbon atom also increases, because we know that as electronegativity increases, the electron density in the vicinity of proton also decreases, as a result of which the proton is said to be de-shielded, hence shows resonance at higher delta units. So the change in chemical shift can also be explained on the basis of hybridization effects, which also account for the electronegativity. So we know that as the S character in the hybridization increases, the electronegativity of the hybridized carbon also increases. As a result of which, Sp has 50% of S character, Sp2 has 33.3% of S character, whereas Sp3 has 25% of S character, as a result of which Sp hybridized carbon atom is more electronegative than Sp2 hybridized carbon atom, which in turn is more electronegative than Sp3 hybridized carbon atom. So by looking into this trend of electronegativity, one would expect that the protons of Sp hybridized carbon atom should show higher delta values than the sp2 hybridized carbon atom. However, we got unexpected result for the delta values of the protons of sp uh, attached to the sp3 attached to the sp hybridized carbon atom. The delta unit value for sp the delta unit value for the proton of sp hybridized carbon atom is of 2 to 3 delta ppm, which is of lower than the delta value of the protons attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon atom. This unexpected value is called anomalous results. So this anomalous results for the protons of alkenes, aromatic protons, aldehydic protons, and acetylenic protons can be explained on the basis of magnetic anisotropy. Magnetic anisotropy is non-uniform magnetic moment. Magnetic anisotropy is non-uniform magnetic moment. That is, in one direction the magnetic moment is aligned to the applied magnetic field, and in the other direction it is opposite. So anisotropy means non-uniform magnetic moment, in which in one direction the magnetic moment, this magnetic moment is generated by the circulation of pi electrons. The magnetic moment which is generated by the circulation of pi electrons is aligned with the applied magnetic field in one direction, and it is opposite to the applied magnetic field in another direction. So because of this difference in the magnetic moment, it is the magnetic moment which is generated by the circulation of pi electrons is called anisotropic effect, because it is non-uniform magnetic moment. So in case of alkenes, benzene, aldehyde, and acetylene, these compounds have pi electrons. So we know that these compounds have pi electrons in the vicinity of the proton. So we know that alkenes has pi electrons, benzene has pi electrons, aldehyde has pi electrons, acetylene has pi electrons. So the in these compounds, the common thing all these compounds have is pi electrons. So what will happen? So take for example benzene. So when benzene is placed in an applied magnetic field, the pi electrons in the benzene ring are induced to circulate. So these are the pi electrons, and this is the pi electron cloud above and below the benzene ring. In the presence of applied magnetic field B naught, the pi electrons will induce to circulate around the ring. This circulation is called ring current. So the blue color uh, which you are seeing in this diagram is the ring current, which is generated by the circulation of pi electrons in the presence of applied magnetic field. The moving pi electrons generate a magnetic field called diamagnetic anisotropy. So we know that the electrons are negatively charged, so the motion of which causes magnetic moment. Therefore, the circulation of the pi electrons generate magnetic field, and this magnetic field is called diamagnetic anisotropy. Since this the magnetic moment which is produced by this circulation of pi electron shows anisotropic effect, it is called diamagnetic anisotropy. So here you can see the protons of the benzene ring where they are located at this region. You can see the magnetic moment which is generated by the circulation of pi electrons is aligned with the applied magnetic field. Here you can see the direction of the magnetic moment which is produced by the circulation of the pi electron is aligned with the applied magnetic field. Here you can see the direction of the magnetic moment uh, which by the circulation of pi electrons, which we call it as induced magnetic field. So this induced magnetic, the direction of the induced magnetic field and the direction of the applied magnetic field are aligned. Because of this, the benzene protons experience a greater magnetic field. The benzene proton experience two magnetic fields here. One which is from the external magnetic field, that is B naught, and the other magnetic field is the P induced magnetic field, which is induced by the circulation of the pi electrons, and this induced magnetic field is in the same direction as the applied magnetic field in the region where protons are located. So here there will be benzene protons. So in this region you can see the induced magnetic field has this the induced magnetic field is in the same direction as the applied magnetic field. Because of this, the proton experiences greater magnetic field, as a result of which since the proton experiences greater magnetic field, it presses at greater precessional frequency, as a result of which it shows absorption at higher delta values. So here you can see. So B effective means the total magnetic field experienced by the benzene proton is given by B naught plus B induced, means it experiences two magnetic field. One is the applied magnetic field B naught, and the other is the induced magnetic field, that is B induced. So here you can easily see in this picture the direction of the magnetic field which is generated by this ring current. So here in this region the magnetic field of the B induced is aligned with the external magnetic field. In the inside of the ring it is opposing the magnetic field. But however, in the region of the protons, so in the region where the benzene protons are there, here you can see the magnetic moment is aligned with the external magnetic field. Because of this, the protons of the benzene ring experience greater magnetic field, as a result of which they show resonance at higher delta values. So this cannot be explained only on the basis of hybridization. The higher delta values of benzene can be explained on the basis of diamagnetic anisotropy. Hence the benzene protons show higher delta values in the range of 7 to 8 delta ppm due to this magnetic anisotropy. Here you can see here the pi electrons in the benzene ring start to circulate in the presence of applied magnetic field. So this circulation of pi electrons produce a magnetic field which is called B induced, which is called induced magnetic field. This induced magnetic field is of isotropic, means in one direction it is aligned with the magnetic field, and in the other direction it is opposite to the external magnetic field. However, the protons of the benzene ring, where they are located, the induced magnetic field is in the same direction as the applied magnetic field. Because of this, the benzene protons experience greater magnetic field, that is B effective is equal to B naught plus B induced, as a result of which benzene proton shows higher delta values. So here also we can explain the higher delta values for alkenes and for aldehyde protons based on the same explanation. So we know that alkenes and aldehydes also have pi electrons. In the presence of applied magnetic field, the pi electrons are induced to circulate, which generates the induced magnetic field called diamagnetic anisotropy. So in presence of applied magnetic field, the pi electrons are induced to circulate. Because of this circulation of pi electrons, it will generate a magnetic movement called diamagnetic anisotropy. The protons of alkene and aldehyde fall in the d-shielding zone and are said to be d-shielded protons. So previously we have seen the induced magnetic field, which is generated by the circulation of pi electrons, is of anisotropic, means in one direction it is aligned to the applied magnetic field, and in the other direction it is opposite to the applied magnetic field. However, the protons of alkene and the protons of aldehyde fall in the region where the where the induced magnetic field is in the same direction as that of applied magnetic field. Because of this, the protons of alkene and the proton of aldehyde show resonance at higher delta values. However, the delta values of aldehyde is even more downfield than the protons of the alkene and aromatic protons. This is due to because inductive effect of this carbonyl oxygen. We know that oxygen is more we know that aldehyde has a carbonyl carbon C double bond. Oh, it has a carbonyl group. So since oxygen is more electronegative than carbon, it will pull the bonding electron toward it. As a result of which, the electron density in the vicinity of this proton decreases. As a result of which, this uh, proton is greatly de-shielded, because of which it show the even greater delta values than alkene and aromatic protons. So here you can see the direction of movement of electron. This oxygen is more electronegative than this carbon, so it will pull the bonding electrons, as a result of which the protons in the vicinity, the electrons in the vicinity of this proton decreases. Hence, this proton is de-shielded, as a result of which this proton even appears even far downfield in the region 9 to 12 delta ppm. So in case of benzene, alkenes and aldehydes, what you have to remember is the protons in these compounds lie in the region where the induced magnetic field is in the same direction as that of the applied magnetic field. Because of this, the protons will experience greater magnetic field, that is B effective is equal to B naught plus B into, as a result of which the protons appear at higher delta values. So then coming to acetylene. So if we would have explained on the basis of hybridization effect, the protons of acetylene would have shown greater delta values than sp2, greater delta values than the protons bonded to the sp2 hybridized carbon atom, since sp hybridized carbon atom is more electronegative than sp2 hybridized carbon atom. However, the acetylenic protons show delta values lesser than the lower than the delta values of the protons bonded to sp2 hybridized carbon atom. This is again explained by the anisotropic effect. So here you can see this acetylene has two pi electrons and it form a cylindrical sheath like this. So this is the pi electron cloud. So in the presence of applied magnetic field, the pi electrons start to circulate and it will induce a magnetic field. However, in acetylene, the protons are oriented in such a direction that they come in the shielding zone. Means the protons are located in the region where the induced magnetic field opposes the applied magnetic field. So here you can see this blue color cylindrical sheath is nothing but the circulation of pi electrons, and it generates a magnetic field which is called induced magnetic field. Here you can see, so in this region the magnetic field is in the same direction as that of the applied magnetic field, but in this region you can see the magnetic field which is generated by this by the circulation of these pi electrons is opposing the external magnetic field. Since the protons in acetylene locate in the region where the induced magnetic field opposes the external magnetic field, hence hence the protons of acetylene are said to be shielded from the external magnetic field, as a result of which the proton shows lower delta values compared to the protons of the sp2 hybridized carbon atom. So in this picture you can clearly see, so this is the direction of the induced magnetic field. No doubt in this region it is de-shielded, but in this region the protons are shielded, as a result of which uh, the protons of acetylene show delta values at lower values than the protons bonded to the sp2 hybridized carbon atom, that is alkenes, aromatic protons and the aldehyde protons. So here you can see, so this is B induced. Here B induced is opposing the external magnetic field, hence B effective is equal to B naught minus B induced. Since B induced here is opposing the external magnetic field, hence acetylene proton shows lower delta values than alkenes, aromatic protons and aldehyde protons. So overall we could summarize in this manner: magnetic anisotropy means there is non-uniform magnetic field. Means, so this magnetic anisotropy is generated by the circulation of pi electrons. So it is called anisotropic because in one direction it is one direction it is aligned with the external magnetic field, and in the other direction it is opposite to the external magnetic field. So electrons in pi systems, for example aromatic compounds, alkenes, alkynes and carbonyl compounds, for example aldehydes, they generate local magnetic field. So the pi electrons which are present in these compounds, that is aromatic compound, alkene, alkyne and aldehyde, in presence of external magnetic field the pi electrons start to circulate, and this circulation of electrons produce a induced magnetic field, and this induced magnetic field in one direction it is aligned with external magnetic field, and in the other direction it is opposite to the external magnetic field. So as a result of which the nearby protons will experience three fields here. Now the in presence of pi electrons the protons will experience three fields. One is the applied magnetic field B naught. So it experiences the applied magnetic field B naught, which is of greater strength than the other two magnetic fields. The second is the magnetic field of the valence electrons that opposes the B naught. Yes, so we know that the sigma electrons in the presence of magnetic field they also start circulating, and they will because of this circulation it will also produce a local magnetic field, but this magnetic field will always oppose the external magnetic field, which shields the proton from the external magnetic field. So the magnetic field which is generated by the valence electrons will always oppose the external magnetic field. This you have to remember. Don't get confused with the pi electrons. So the magnetic field which is generated by the valence electrons, or the magnetic field which is generated by the sigma electrons, will always oppose the external magnetic field. Means the uh, magnetic field which is generated by the sigma electrons will always shield the proton from the external magnetic field, because this magnetic field which is generated by the sigma electrons will always oppose the external magnetic field. However, uh, the magnetic field which is generated by the pi electrons is of anisotropic effect. Means in one direction it is aligned with the magnetic field, and in the other direction it opposes the magnetic field. And the shielding and de-shielding of the protons in these compounds, means compounds having pi electrons, depend upon the position. If the proton is located in the region where the induced magnetic field is in the same direction of the applied magnetic field, the proton is de-shielded. Means it experiences greater magnetic field, that is B effective is equal to B naught plus B induced. Say for example, in case of aromatic protons, alkenes, and aldehydic protons, if the proton is present in the region where the induced magnetic field opposes the external magnetic field, such proton is said to be shielded, since it experiences lesser magnetic field, because B effective is equal to B naught minus B induced. As a result of which, such proton will show lower delta values. So here you have to remember, a proton in a molecule experiences three magnetic moments if there are pi electrons. If there are no pi electrons, it experiences only two magnetic field. One magnetic field is from the external magnetic field, and the other magnetic field is from the circulation of electrons, which opposes the external magnetic field. However, if there are pi electrons, proton can experience three magnetic field. One is from external magnetic field, and the other is the shielding magnetic field, which is induced by the sigma electrons, and the other is uh, from the pi system. This the third one is due to the pi system. So in the next diagram you can easily uh, see the shielding zone and de-shielding zone of the compounds having pi electrons. So here plus means shielding zone, minus means de-shielding zone. So in the benzene, the circulation of the pi electrons induce the diamagnetic anisotropy, or else diamagnetic anisotropy. Here minus means the protons of the benzene ring are de-shielded. So in this region, so this is the de-shielding region. So in the de-shielding region we find the benzene protons, hence they show higher delta values. Coming to alkenes, so in alkenes also the position of the protons is at the de-shielding zone, hence the protons of the alkenes show higher delta values. In case of aldehyde, the aldehydic proton is also in the de-shielding zone. Here we can find the aldehydic proton, so it is in the de-shielding zone. Minus, here you can see it is in the de-shielding zone, hence the aldehydic protons show higher delta values. Where in case of acetylene, so the protons are in the shielding zone, hence the acetylene protons show lower delta values than these three compounds. So this is the diagram which explain the shielding and de-shielding zones. So in the nuclear shielding and de-shielding effect, the main thing you have to remember is the chemical shift is dependent on the electronegativity, hybridization effect, and magnetic anisotropy. So we know that the shielding of a proton from the external magnetic field is dependent on the electron density around the proton. So if the electronegativity of the atom bonded to the carbon is increased, the electron density around the proton in that vicinity decreases, as a result of which the proton is said to be de-shielded and shows resonance at higher delta values. This hybridization effect is also linked to the electronegativity effect. So we know that as the S character increases, the electronegativity of the hybridized carbon also increases, as a result of which sp hybridized carbon atom is more electronegative than sp2 hybridized carbon atom, which in turn is more electronegative than sp3 hybridized carbon atom. Since sp3 hybridized carbon atom is of least electronegative, the hydrogens of sp3 hybridized carbon show delta values at 1 to 2 ppm, provided if there are no any electronegative atoms attached to the carbon. So coming to alkenes, since sp2 hybridized carbon is more electronegative than sp3 hybridized carbon atom, the hydrogens of alkenes show higher delta values than the alkanes in the range of 4.5 to 7 delta ppm. Then coming to aromatic protons show delta values at 7 to 8 ppm. Aldehyde protons even show far downfield than these two protons at 9 to 10 delta ppm. So these anomalous, then coming to alkynes. So the alkyne protons show an unexpected delta value at 2 to 3 delta ppm. So these unexpected results can be explained on the basis of magnetic anisotropy. So these compounds, that is alkenes, alkynes, aldehyde and benzene, they have pi electrons in common. So in the presence of applied magnetic field, the pi electrons will start to circulate. So this circulation of pi electrons will generate a local magnetic field which is called diamagnetic anisotropy. It is called anisotropic because in one direction the magnetic moment will be aligned to the applied magnetic field, and in the other direction this induced magnetic field will oppose the applied magnetic field. So the shielding and de-shielding effect of the proton depend upon the position of that proton. If the proton is present in the shielding region, then it shows at lower delta values. If the proton is present in the de-shielding region, for example in case of benzene, alkene, aldehyde, the proton will show delta values at higher delta values. So overall, a proton can experience three magnetic moments. One is from the external magnetic field B naught, the other is the shielding effect, which is uh, generated by the circulation of valence electrons that oppose the external magnetic field, and the other is due to the pi electrons. So the magnetic moment which is produced by the pi electrons shows anisotropic effect, means in one direction it is aligned to external magnetic field and in the other direction it is opposite to the external magnetic field, and the de-shielding of proton in the case of pi system is due to because of the induced magnetic field is in the direction of applied magnetic field, and the shielding of proton is due to the induced magnetic field is the induced magnetic field opposes the external magnetic field. So the shielding and de-shielding effect in pi systems depend upon the position of the proton. If the proton is present in the shielding region, the proton is said to be shielded. If the proton is present in the de-shielding region, the proton is said to be de-shielded proton. So this is regarding the nuclear shielding and de-shielding. effect, which is an important part in the NMR spectroscopy. In the next session, we shall see one more important concept in the NMR spectroscopy, that is spin-spin coupling. Thank you.